Hi everybody, it's Mike for BurlyCast Gaming, here with...
Tyler.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Well, you're controlling now, so let's see.
That's why I started. You want to see how I do here? Hey look, the rocket launcher, guys. Yeah, how do you like it?
That's all fun.
You absolutely unlock the ability to launch back rockets, but... New Game Plus.
Yeah. No way we can show off the abilities.
Shoot.
And Mike running away from the enemies.
Yeah. I don't know where they are. They up another level?
I think they're down.
Oh, there he is. He just shot the wall. Get over here. Yeah, I don't think I killed him with the rocket. That was the problem. Oh, didn't get it. Fight you from a ledge. Boop.
Nope.
That wasn't the rocket.
Yeah, but you threw all that crap at him.
More rockets.
It's national rocking day. Well, Fisk has how much money? I'm sure he's willing to spare a few rockets to take care of Spike.
Boop. Aha, we beat all the rocket guys. Ripped open some doors. And now, oh, we get the parkour.
Parkour.
Settle down. I've got enough for everybody.
Oh, wants us to dodge onto a wall and use the off-the-wall attack. Something that doesn't come up all that often because you're not always fighting near walls.
I was gonna say, I can count like the number of times on my hand that I really use that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, room is clear.
If you were looking there, you'll see that I was able to do a throw move. If you stun a guy near you, or you can throw them by holding triangle. I think you hit them and then press triangle and hold triangle when you're close. You can also web them up. We'll show that one off in a second. Once we have a cutscene, we got backup. We got Bomb Squad. They're gonna back us up.
I think I'm it.
Lead the way.
Oh, we're backing up Bomb Squad.
Heads up, boss.
Uh-oh. Can't trick Spider-Man. You know, we completely forgot to switch outfits, too. Or whatever.
Oh.
Smack a guy with a bomb, with a gun. Now we got shield enemies.
Not that
Best way to deal with them is to hit them, and then you use circle to dodge under. Alternatively, you can yank them up into the air. That works pretty well, too.
Yeah.
But I was going to show, if someone's not shooting at me, web this fool up, press and hold triangle, and you can throw them around like that.
You can also, if they're webbed, when you're trying to web them up, if they're close to like a wall or a car or something,
Aha!
you can web them up to a car and it takes care of them.
As you can see, you can also disarm the shields. I think that's another one you have to unlock eventually.
Yeah, it's down the station. And you'll notice the XP bar up the top, you can level up and you get skill points, and then you can use the skill points to get these abilities.
We're already at level 50, so any skill point at this point just gives us, like, +1 health and +1 melee damage.
Yeah.
You gonna give me...
Give you the prompt.
Guess I'm too close to it? Let's try now. There we go. And it's time to meet Wilson.
I'm assuming the DLC doesn't give you any new skills?
No. That's one thing that the DLC kind of failed. You get new suits, but you don't get any new suit powers. You don't get new abilities.
Oh, the suits don't have new powers?
No.
Oh, that's kind
Don't forget the hyphen between Spider and Man. Very important. I like how he gets all ready like he's gonna fight you, and then he just walks behind a plexiglass door.
Your foolishness ends now.
And he locks himself behind the door. It's like,
Why'd you
come
work?
on, Fisk, fight us like a man.
Still see you, right?
80 years of this insolence.
No, Fisk would rather let his guns do the talking.
Oh, for me? You shouldn't have.
Can you blame him with because the other Marvel villain heroes he has to fight?
Yeah.
Just started as Daredevil villain. I believe it was Daredevil he started out in first.
Yes. So, these turrets are stupid. I remember having way more trouble than I should have with these. But I think it was more just timing and button prompts not working properly. You gotta dodge the turret fire. You web up a turret.
Then you can select the turret and fling it.
Whip it at the door. Explosion! Pretty simple once you get the first turret down, but...
Yeah.
The first time I had a hell of a time with it because it wasn't giving me the prompt to throw it.
Yeah, it took me a little bit.
Now it's time to fight Wilson Fisk.
He breaks his own desk.
Yeah, why not? Because he's gonna throw it at you. And I'll throw it right back at you, Willie. Wilson's pretty simple to deal with.
Well, he is
the key thing is to dodge his attacks. A lot easier once you have a bunch of the different skills and stuff.
Yeah.
There's a couple things that make you interact differently with this type of enemy. Like, I don't think you'll notice that when I dodged right, it webbed up his face a little. I don't think that's a default ability that you have.
No, I think you have to buy that.
It's kind of funny, because, like, realistically, Wilson Fisk is no different than later in the game you get to face the brute type enemy.
Yeah.
And he's pretty much the exact same as them.
Well,
but he acts like he's a lot stronger.
It's probably that way of teaching you what these are like.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. But anyways, now that you've stopped talking, one thing we haven't shown off yet is suit powers, which we were talking about. I'm just dodging until I have an opportunity to use the suit power. So one we have on right now is Battle Focus. You pop Battle Focus, and you supercharge your focus. It just keeps regenerating consistently.
Yep. So you can get finishers quick.
Yep. One good thing is in this particular fight, you're immune during finishers, so
yeah,
you actually don't have Fisk randomly smashing in the face. One interesting thing to note is that normally when you come through here, you won't have 3 bars of focus. You get more bars of focus as you play. So I don't think you can actually use finishers on Fisk. Maybe. I don't remember.
I can't remember.
Because, as I said, the brute type... Oh, no, it's the prompt is there without focus. So he probably is able to be done with 1. Generally, Fisk is pretty simple. Best strategy is just web him up when you have the time.
Yeah.
Once you have... once you level up the basic web shooter gadget, which we'll show off later when we get the chance, how that's done, you fire really fast and you have a lot of ammo. So you can very quickly web up the brute-style enemies like Fisk without without them being able to do anything. Makes them really simple.
Yeah.
You'll notice there's weird cuts in these cutscenes here. That's obviously where the QuickTime events would be.
Where you have to drag the left cursor into a thing and then hit whatever button.
Or time button presses, stuff like that. I've heard people saying that they find that the cutscenes flow better without the QuickTime events. I don't think they do, because the stop is still there.
Yeah.
Anyways, we have successfully helped arrest Wilson Fisk.
Yeah. I kind of wish there was more for him in the game.
Yeah.
Like, they do more than just this.
Yeah.
But it's not enough. Like, I kind of want more with Fisk, so I'm hoping with a 3rd DLC.
No, I think, based on the name, I'm going to assume, if it's not Silver Sable, it's probably alluding to Silvermane.
Okay.
And based off of a couple, well, spoilers if anyone really cares, but this is really speculation. But there's a lot of mumblings about mob people in the DLCs, and Silvermane gets name dropped at one point. So I'm guessing Silvermane's going to show up. To be fair to what you're saying, like, Fisk himself doesn't show up, but you definitely feel his impact throughout the entire game. For the most part, I don't know if I agree with the sentiment, but there's a good chance that the plot of this wouldn't have happened if Fisk hadn't gone to prison.
Yeah. Healthy.
Hey, look, my zip to point move that I was talking about. Yeah. What was that? Oh, it's stopped because I was gonna say what's going on there.
Yeah.
I cannot see very well.
Worked on you.
Ah.
Guess I'll just do it myself.
No, we're not delivering pizzas.
Be cool though. Be a cool minigame.
Does the map still, do I have to get the things on the map to, for it to show in fast points again, or?
Yeah, you unlock fast travel at a point during the playthrough.
Okay.
So you can't fast travel yet.
Okay.
Keep in mind, you don't have access to most of the map yet.
Yeah.
Like if we look at the map, it's all grayed out.
Yeah.
Which we will see why it's like that in a bit. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but soon.
But someday.
And I'm screwing up my point launches. As I said, this is normally the best way to
you
travel.
screw up button presses?
No, the timing is weird. I don't know why. My first playthrough, I was able to hit these no problem, and I was skipping across the city like it's nobody's business. They're trying to get us to dive. But now, like, the timing on it is just different for some reason. I don't know why. Like, I'm hitting the buttons, it's just not doing the point launch.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's because of the upgraded ability. Later in the game, you get an upgrade that, if you time your point launch properly, you get an extra boost. So I'm wondering if that's interfering with the normal timing. It's asking me to... Oh, whoops. It's asking me to dive, but I'm not paying attention because I know all the movement controls. And here we are at the other job.
Wonder what job this is.
Well, it's a lab. I think if we were paying attention to the conversation, we would get the gist that he's working in a laboratory of some kind, working on some sort of mechanical project.
I'm sorry I'm late.
Sorry I'm late. Ah! It's Dr. Octopus! Kill him!
No.
No, it's just...
You started without me.
They're tricky.
Grant Committee's director will be here.
It is Otto Octavius.
It's fine, Parker.
Realistically, throughout this game,
I can handle it.
I will say... well, I won't say.
At least
Oh,
in this
vibrator.
game, I can at least spoil. No, Aunt May does not try and marry.
Oh, comic books. Stuff is going wrong.
Hey, there's one Marvel comic, one alternate universe where they're, I think it's where they're not human. Where it's like Spider-Man sees a thing and says, I can't, on the cover, I can't let Aunt May marry disgraced former President Nixon.
Yeah, comic books are weird in case you didn't know.
Yeah.
Close.
You'll also notice Tyler's favorite villain is not in this game. We'll spoil that much right now.
Is
My
anyone
favorite.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, your absolute favorite.
Energy
They
level.
didn't include Stiltman.
Patience.
No,
How could
Lady Stiltman.
Oh, there. You can't have Lady Stiltman without Stiltman. They're a package deal.
I assure you, in the next phase.
Let's not get ahead.
Even though I think Lady Stiltman has done more films.
Yeah, probably.
Else we can discuss this.
Should we comment on what's happening in the game?
Take the rest of the day off, Peter.
Maybe.
Things went bad.
Yeah.
People who are giving us money are deciding that they don't want to give us money anymore. They're thinking about pulling the funding for the project. 'Cause that went bad. And Peter feels bad because
Look at the dampener effect.
he was late and he was supposed to be here before instead of taking on
Wilson Fisk.
Wilson Fisk.
Yeah. But this is
Ooh.
something I thought was good, that you're not just playing as Spider-Man. You do play missions as Peter Parker.
Yeah. Well, not really.
But you know what I mean. Like, it's not...
There's having science-y puzzles is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't think of the name of the game. These particular little puzzles, I love them. They're super simple, but it reminds me. I can't remember the name of the game, but it's the idea is you're directing water flow, and this is pretty much the exact same thing.
I don't know what the game is.
It's an old. I don't know if it's an arcade game or if it was originally a Flash game, but it's essentially the same idea. As you have water that's starting at one point, you have to get it to another, with various requirements.
Yeah, these puzzles I don't mind.
They're all the circuit puzzles are all super simple. There's a couple of the later ones. They throw a particular
Variant.
yeah. They throw but once you realize what the trick is and you think about it, it's not nearly as complicated. The first handful, basically, you just use up all your pieces.
Yeah.
Wait, oh no, okay. Important to remember that you can rotate your pieces.
Yes.
Obviously, I think oh no, this one you do exactly use up every piece.
Yeah. I think for a good chunk of them you do.
And this is where they talk to you about voltage, and that's where you get the most complicated puzzles later on. You pay attention to the voltage, and it really helps you know what's going on. So as you can see, we needed 3 voltage. We had 2 pluses and a minus.
Yeah. Because you can't go over.
2 plus 2 is 4. Minus 1, that's 3. Quick maths.
Yes.
I did not notice that until right now. That's a cheeky reference.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was intentional or not on the case of developers, but that's kind of funny.
Yeah. Well, it might be. Who knows?
Let's see if that worked.
If it was positive, negative, I would say it absolutely was deliberate, but... Oh, it's right thumbstick to move the arm. Good movement. Woo. Throw your hands in the air. Wave them like you just don't care.
Doc's been testing new materials for the prosthetics. He
Um,
asked me to review his work if I had time.
let's see.
So I'll dig in now.
Are they here? Oh, the other type of puzzle you can do is the chemical puzzles. But another thing I wanted to point out is the one collectible I missed going through this game is these damn audio recordings. You'll see them throughout the lab and in a couple other places throughout the game.
Yeah.
They disappear after a period of time.
Oh, do they?
Yeah. Well, there are some that are in areas that you don't get access to again, but essentially, once the new ones spawn, if you haven't interacted with the old ones at all, they'll disappear. I think I listened to like the first part of this one, and then came back and it was still there later.
Okay.
But the other ones would disappear.
Okay.
I like all these audio recordings. They're a little bit of information. They're a good characterization. You don't need to do any of these. They're not important.
But they just give you some extra background information and little nuggets.
Yeah. Like, they're just interesting to listen to. And, like, as I said, I'm obsessive compulsive. In my first playthrough, I missed 2 recordings because of a stupid way they put them in the game.
Oh, and I'm pretty sure I can guess without saying the...
Yeah, I think you'll know which one it is. Well,
Yeah.
there's no reason not to say it. There's a point in the game where there's a particular tape recorder, and it's got 5 recordings in it, but the game doesn't really tell you that it's got 5 recordings in it.
Yep.
And I missed the last 2, which you would think would be more than 2 that I would have missed. I think that's all of them. Generally, you can see where they are. Basically, anytime you come to the lab, look for some audio logs.
Yep.
And then the other ones are fairly obvious when they come up.
But you can always come back to the lab and there's more puzzles.
Yep.
Which I just did them all at the end.
Oh, I did them every time I was here, because I like both of these puzzles.
These puzzles
For the prosthetics.
they're fine at to start with. I get a little frustrated with them later on. Now they're simple as...
Yeah, this is aggressively simple. But once we get to the complicated ones, I'll show you the trick. Because there is a way of looking at it, and you realize it gets a lot simpler than it
Oh, but
looks.
there's a lot of impedance.
Yeah.
A lot of
I'll have to keep
impedance.
looking for other materials.
But it's cool to see.
All right.
But as I was saying, like, the audio recordings aren't important for anything. But it's the one thing I missed on my first playthrough. And then my second, my New Game Plus playthrough, I was like, oh, I'm not going to get it. And then, like, halfway through, I'm like, oh, you know what, I will get it. And then I couldn't because I had progressed too far. So that was a little annoying. I shouldn't have left the lab.
Oh, well.
Here we are to swing the day.
Loading screen, because
What's
we can...
up? Alright, I want to do something quick, though.
Okay.
We showed off the suit. The suit power we used earlier on isn't the one that comes with this suit. As we said before, it's quips that we get. I'm going to see if... Hey, look. Equipment screen.
Suit powers.
You can see all the suit powers. We'll go through them all as they come up.
Yeah. Quips.
I don't know if it'll work when you're out of combat.
I wonder if my enemies appreciate the work I put into my quick.
I wonder if enemies appreciate the work I put into my quips. Obviously, I timed that wrong because we...
Getting in a conversation with
Yeah.
Yuri.
All she's talking about is how Fisk got upgraded to the Supermax prison of the Raft. Alright, oh, we can do another quip. This one recharges fast. Most of them take time to recharge.
But that's because they're beneficial
Yeah.
abilities for combat.
This one.
Try bantering another language, huh?
Oh,
Jameson's got a new episode out.
Oh, Jameson.
here we go. The most
got-
important part of this game.
Yes.
Just the facts with J. Jonah
Just the
Jameson.
Facts with J. Jonah Jameson, where listeners like you discuss the issues affecting our city with Pulitzer Prize-winning two-time Pulitzer Prize-winning former publisher of the Daily Bugle.
These are... You can actually turn off these little bits, so you don't have to listen, but it's so hilarious.
You have to keep them
Within
on.
24 hours of our
Hmm?
broadcast,
You have to keep them on.
Yeah.
There's no turning
no
this.
extra charge. No personalization.
Should be DLC that you have to pay to turn on.
It's super interesting, and like it's obviously reminds you of a certain few political pundits.
Yeah.
But then what I like is that more often than not, outside of him needlessly bashing Spider-Man, he's right a lot of the time. Like, and so I like that kind of like he's ridiculous and he rants too much, but he's right.
Oh, yeah.
Like what he says right here. Like this is actually great foreshadowing. And actually, it also foreshadows the DLC.
No, okay. I have not done any of the DLC. You recently picked up the season pass.
Yeah. Anyways, gist of the conversation is he's talking about power vacuums and how it gets worse.
Yeah. I'm sure that'll get brought up a few times throughout the game.
Mm-hmm.
End it with good old JJ.
Yep.
See you guys next time.
Something nice.
Bye-bye. Oh, someday he'll say something good about Spider-Man.
Spoiler, it ain't gonna happen.
Bye.